Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy Plays Pyre. Let's go for the next ride. I'm actually super pumped about this one because this is going to be the third match against the Pyrehearts, against the worm people led by Sir Deluge. But first, someone wants to talk to me. It's you, hey. She seems to have something on her mind. Let's find out what it is. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Wolfred is around. If only I could have seen her face then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. It was the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burned to ash. Flame-resistant inks. Of course, the good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern box. No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them, is what not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice. My thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Even still, and through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well. Thou needst not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Ah, what a sad, sad thing. Oh well, nothing else to see here. Let's go then. Actually, I want to see if she has something to say to me. Greetings to you, lovely reader. I am at your disposal. She does not. Come visit me again sometime when you need further advice. And we are going to go straight for the Pyrehearts. Taking off. I can't wait to get into another tussle with them. Wolfred joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Kylmer. The trader Kylmer rope caller fled to this strange isle and met a fitting end. I already seen that before. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downsides, small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagons drive him seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place, Tariq. Do you suppose the Pyrehearts were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. That's where I have to land, huh? Falcon Run may be passing through here with a special offer. I'm pretty low on money, so let's see that special offer of his. Go back there, thank you. There we land. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now you have some time left before continuing onward. Anything in here? Anyone in here? Still nothing to say to me, huh? That's nice of you, Sandra. Alright, let's trade with Ron. Here in the steady currents of Barb Reef, you encounter a familiar face hawking his wares as always. He sidles right up to you. An old exposed reef of the coast of the Isle of Calmere. It used to go by Barbara, but decided Barb sounded much less formal. Oh hey guys, funny running into you out here. You guys alright? But anyways, I gotta say, do I got just the thing for you. Mint condition, and although I haven't seen it exactly, I am really sure it's something good, okay? So, you want this thing or what? He's offering a sealed talisman, no telling what it is for certain, though you sense its power. Such an artifact would likely cost much more once on display. I don't have 100 souls, so I have to decline, sadly. You decline Falcon Ron's offer, but he just shrugs and grins as is his custom. That's okay, guys, because somebody's gonna buy it anyways, so let's go find him, Dad. He goes on his way, whistling some sort of grating tune. You return to the wagon and consider which of your vocations to pursue. I am going for the book once more, because we are pretty close to finishing this off, I believe. Let's go. Still no glory for me to behold. Okay, present it is then. At this time, the Pyrenetic Commander almost overwhelms me. And we get more Tennessee. Stronger presence for all my mateys. Let's continue on with our journey. Setting sails for the seas of adventure. Let's go. Oh? Oh, I was looking forward to meeting you, my dear friend. Here in the murky waters of Deathless Tempest, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before his stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He since made contact with Wolfred's agents and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going, I'll see you there." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon your companions are all abuzz about it. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? A glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us. Yeah, that's how it's done, Edwin. Right beyond you, chum. What if he'll ever find the one he'll fell for? Kee-haw! Teaser's happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. May that boy spirit infect a lot of ye as would a plague. The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Everyone has more hope for the next ride. I really hope he found his loved one, because he deserves it. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Calmere. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. Oh yeah, by the way, I also hope that he got in touch with Jodariel again, because I want these two to be together. They are such dear friends, they deserve each other. In the distance, you hear odd gibbering noises that sound like giraffe imps. And there is Ron again, huh? Do you still have nothing to say to me? My god, Sandra, what am I going to do about you? Okay, let's check one more page in this book. We waited for the deathless temper to subside. We waited, but the Under King, he merely laughed and laughed. For the deathless tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage, nonetheless, through sorcerer's aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environments. We did detect a handform to the west. Solier Mur detected there the presence of the treacherous aide who lured him into exile and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Let's close the book. I will never finish reading that book, man. Let's make a quick check on who I want to redo here. Yeah, Sir Gilman told us a bit about his personal history. We have already heard that. I feel like there's no fighting the Pyrehearts without having the Gilman by my side. I want to use Bertrude again. And I also feel like I haven't used Tiso for a while, but I think that Bay might actually getting another upgrade in here, so I'm going with her. Sounds like a nice choice to make. Let's go. Bay, Gilman, and Bertrude. Let's see if he has anything interesting for me. Oh, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. Ah, I'm only joking. Only joking. You're the only customers I got. Got you again. Only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers. It's just, they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got in a little something here which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. He reveals to me a ring, grants the bearer 2 presents, 2 quickness, and a hope. And at the start of a round, briefly gain infinite stamina. That's pretty strong. And the rune band, at the start of each briefly gain a stamina if an ally has the jewel band. So these have to be used in tandem with one another. Think these thingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds. Know what I mean, haha. But anybody could probably use them, provided they was to buy them off of me. Duh, I was gonna get them for myself, but... Anyways, let me know if you want them. They're probably pretty expensive. Very interesting though, very, very interesting. But I'm going to pass on them for the moment. Yeah, I'll leave them behind. And I don't think there's anything else I really want at this point. Let's go back. Go back. Didn't see nothing you like this time, huh? Man, it's just that I'm broke. I'm a bad customer. I gotta say, I do like the money economy in here. You really have to turn each penny around you get. You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Calimere. The sky darkens and, in the distance, you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet, their eyes affixed to the stars above. Soon, something in the sky above begins to stir. There are the stars. And another one of those. I think I can go with this one. I wanna see how big the bonus is. And those are just going to be worms, so they have very small auras by default. I think that should be fine. Visit Sandra and the Black Dragon beyond a crystal to attempt scribe trials with each of your exiles once they reach a sufficient rank.
Glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings.
Why, thank you.
The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Caelmer. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. The adversaries you are to confront shall be the Pyrehearts.
Where are they at?
Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to freedom.
Why are there so many imps in here?
Yourselves.
You! Again, you come to torment us? This is really going to hurt again, isn't it? Oh baby, you know me so well. The Pyrehearts, let us show them what the Nightwings can do.
Now let us get started.
They have quite a bit of presence, but their aura doesn't seem to be all that big, so that's good for me, I suppose. After using a slash, instantly recovers all of his stamina. I have to be very careful around that. They're all of the same stuff then. Alright, I'm going to use my good old friend Sir Gilman. I'm going to use my girl Bay. And of course, my dear charming Bertrude.
Very well.
We await the Ancient Reign's commencement. We are not afraid of you, especially not this night. Worm Knights, attack! Oh, I'm ready for you, boy. As the ride commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. They are moving around. Our struggles in our plan, mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. 44%, that's nice. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rides. Just know they offered a bounty and soul if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us? In exchange for what exactly? And where did they get the soul for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost within the sea? Displays of mastery of the rites which certain types of imp are willing to pay to see. Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the soul could be of benefit. Indeed then, reader my boy, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment, now let us not distract you further here. Yeah, I will salute the imps. Banish true exiles in a single hour cast. Yeah. No! So fast. They did not hesitate. Nice. There you go. Good job, Gilman.
Both fires now burn with the same strength.
Oh, there's my girl, Bertrude.
More of that. This is the path to glory.
Jump!
Righteous fire.
Righteous fire indeed, and a few more coins. Oh no, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. And he got it. Damn. Not by much though. Nope.
The Worm Knight somehow did it.
He did it, as he usually does. The imp grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Ah, the imps! They come for us. What do we do? What do we do? Squirm like a worm. That's what you're gonna do, my friend.
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle.
Talk yourself there.
And it is done.
Done it is. We won.
Nightwings prevail yet again. They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
Yeah, I would say, but they had some good plays there.
The rite is complete.
God bless. Oh, this night, we knew we had no chance. For shame. I like how crushed his soul is now.
In the hearts of all these exiles.
I feel so overwhelmed. I think because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think that I'm going to fall. Let's see. Salute to our adversaries. Nah. I don't usually fling all that often. That sounds interesting. Slow and nearby adversaries while sprinting. Or even stronger jumps. I want to take those. And there is my main man. And Bertrude should get one as well, right? Yeah.
The tyrant's lust for knowledge becomes manifest.
The strange designs of the 8 scribes. Their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. Let's see, what else can I take? That one, or... I think this one sounds pretty good to me. Jumping on an enemy, getting something out of that.
The next right.
Literacy has been forbidden in the Commonwealth for centuries after the invention of the stamping press led to a sudden spread of dangerous ideas. Finally was able to read one of these texts during the loading screen. After you and your fellow exiles secured victory over the Pyrehearts, you find Tariq tending to one of your own. Sir Gilman seems to be unwell, although you cannot yet sense why. How are you feeling, sir? This knight can hardly move, as though he has been transmogrified into a walking stick of some such sorcery. I see. Then please do not exert yourself, or try. The lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Sir Gilman appeared rather disoriented, though more fatigued than usual. Ported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness? An ailment suffering by those who frequently conduct the rites. Debilitating but fleeting. The sense of loss and isolation during banishment sometimes extends beyond that time. He should soon be able to take part in liked activities, I think, but under no circumstances shall he be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I should not keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. I agree. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Let's seek our new destination. There's one. Haup and Goal. And Lu. We have more options than one now. Let's see who's waiting for us where. Oh, I want to fight him again. I want to go to him again. But who else do we have as an offer? That was Landel. I don't want to deal with him. And we have already met him again as well. So yeah, let's go meet the... what were they called again? The Tempers. This should be fun. The triumvirate you shall confront this time around shall be the Tempers, led by the demon called Ignarius. They have prevailed in the riots on many occasions in the past. Let's see what he has to say about those guys. Ignarius, a long-time resident of the Downside, as evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers, he has waited years to earn his freedom. Born to middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There he took many jobs, most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at the Starry 8, where he came to symbolize its reputation. It is widely believed that Commonwealth officials sometimes showed up incognito here to blow off steam. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so he gave him tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, this guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. In the Downside, Ignarius dropped his given name, as is sometimes the custom, and survived alone through his tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, who revealed to him the rites, recruited him into their ranks, and let him work his way up. Now, at last, it is his turn. Other than the Night Rings, the Tempers have deliberated more exiles than any other triumvirate. They had high hopes for Ignarius in turn. Now, good evening, reading. Wish you good night to the Lone Minstrel. Your travels shall continue at first light. And even more pages to read. Alright, you know, we crushed the Pyrehearts again, so it is a good day just because of that. And next time we are going to give the Tempers a good old thrashing, and I'm looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next episode, and I wish you the greatest of days.